Morning everyone, Can You Give Me 2 Minutes? It's a cold and dark January Friday morning, but it is our third attempt to do this via video and get it out to everybody as quickly as possible. Give you all a bit of messages of what's happening. So, I've got my notes to make sure that we try and stay on track and try and hit that 2 minutes. I guess the first thing to say is huge thank you to everybody who came to the all-staff meeting earlier this week. Lots of positive feedback. It felt like the morning was a little bit harder to get through and to push forward with some of the messages that were there, but the feedback that's come back to me, to Kirsty, to others has been phenomenal. So really great content for people to come. Huge thank you in particular to Jimmy from the KPO. The presentation that he delivered was outstanding, really gave a really clear view of what's happening from the Lean for Leaders point of view. I think meeting Hayley and Stuart, who kind of did a little dance just after lunch to brighten everybody up a little bit, and then the guys that did the RFC presentation for me were the highlights, really drove forward where we're going to go. Our next date, as we always do, is the 3rd of July. We agreed we would move to just 3 all-staff meetings, and that'll be our summer all-staff meeting. And Kirsty, myself and others will be working forward with Simon, who agreed to be the MC and curator of the next all-staff meeting. So that's great. On Monday, the next version of our org chart goes to the exec for approval. What that means is that the new structures around our leadership function, around our operational governance will be put to exec on Monday, and if approved will then come out to everybody later on Monday. That'll be a good start because people have seen the structures changes we've made, they've seen the routes, the governance, the functions that Andy Williams has been working with each of SMT to put in place. And exec will now have that, agree that, and then we'll be able to parcel that up and get that out there. This week was Building the Leeds Way project board. Building the Leeds Way down here at LGI will make a massive difference to everything we do. I think being part of that project board, starting now the digital work stream of that project board, really moves us forward to create from the day one, from the day that hospital redevelopment opens its doors, it will be a digital hospital, which is a great start. Changes in the team, so Julia will be moving away from the Leeds Care Record and picking up a role leading on cancer pathways across the LICRA from the next few weeks. Hayley, who joined us this week, will start to move into that Leeds Care Record role, and we'll start to really see how we get benefit from the Leeds Care Record as an operational service that we're delivering and consider the priorities of the LICRA and the cancer pathways. And Julia's going to work with Lee Rickles, with Richard Gladman, with myself and with Jeff Hall to drive forward those changes, which will be huge for us as we start to look at PPM1 and being able to turn PPM1 off and move to a Yorkshire and Humber cancer record. Amazing solutions there. The LICRA board next Thursday, the first national LICRA board takes place next Thursday. A big day for Will Smart as we all come together in London, all the leads from each of the LICRAs to work on what we do next and how we drive forward 2019-2020's direction for that. And this week we've had the national IG board for LICRA. Johnny Chagger represented us at that and had phenomenal feedback from the work that had happened. This week it was announced by HSJ that we'd been nominated for 2 of the partnership awards. Hopefully we will win both of those. One with Scan for Safety and one with AirLogic and the PPM development team. The Ask the Facts webinar is next Friday, at the end of the day next Friday, with a nearly full group of people from across healthcare across the world dialing in to understand some of the things that Leeds has done. And then last but not least, a big announcement. Cindy Fidel, who is currently the CIO of Bradford, has taken up a role across our integrated care system, reporting to Rob Webster and looking after the integrated care system, our Yorkshire and Harrogate integrated care system's digital journey. I'll be meeting with Cindy over the next week to understand what that means for Leeds, for DIT and how we work together. Have a great Friday everyone, enjoy the weekend and see you next week.